So we got these black Converse All-Stars. I already laid down the using GAC 900 mixed with some Angelus white. I just laid down the white foundation for the owl. I want the owl to look nice, but I don't want it to look too cartoony or too playful. So like I said, these are black Converse All-Stars, and we're just switching them up. Alright, so put a little light blue, well, turquoise with a little bit of white. Yeah, made like a way lighter blue. Well, it's a blue turquoise. I put some of the white in. Like, basically what I did in this situation is, after I put down like 3-4 coats on each one, I let it dry for 24 hours, and then I hit it with the heat gun. And that's what's also gonna help keep the fabric nice and soft. So I hit it with the heat gun, and then I let that relax for a few hours, and then I came back and put these layers on. Alright, so you don't want to put too many layers. I mean, I never heard anybody say you can't, but in my opinion, so that they don't dry up like that, I would do as I did. I did a few layers, let it dry overnight, 24 hours if you can. If not, let it dry for a few hours, and then hit it with the heat gun, and then put your next layers. Because for me, I just don't want things drying, like not fully drying, and then later on cracking up from the inside. Again, I've never worked on this canvas sneakers before, so I just don't want that to happen to me. So we working. So I went back in there with some yellows, brighten that up. I'm gonna go back in there with some dark blues, stuff like that, before we start going in a little bit of whites for some of the detail. But in here I went back in with some more pinks and with the yellow as well. Make it pop a little bit more. And again, even with this, I gotta go in there with a little bit more blacks and a little bit more whites to make everything jump. So I'm just right now just fixing up some lines here and there, adding a few lines to the wing area, and just making some little adjustment. Try not to do too much. I think it's easy sometimes to do too much. You add too much detail here, too much detail there, and now it already became more than what I set out to do. I was not trying to make it as detailed as I end up making it. But that's the thing about art, is like, you have this idea, you go with it. Some things work, some things don't. Some things you add, some things, it's always revolving. Of course, the base of it is what it's supposed to be, but there was so much here. Like I said, I added and I took away. I added. Also have to focus on the eyes. I didn't like the way the eyes initially was, so I went back in there, covered it up, and now I redid the eyes, but I'm not finished with it. And then I gotta clean up the sole. Like I said, went back in there on the eye area, redid some things in there, did the detail in the wing a little bit. Pretty much done now. I just want to get into eyes, add a little white into the eyes, and then clean up these soles, and then add some finish to it to make sure that we protect the artwork. This stuff still needs to dry, because again, you want everything to fully dry before you heat set it. That way it stays pretty soft like the material of the actual sneaker. So don't forget the heat set. So again, I went in there, fixed the eyes up, stuff like that. Now I just gotta clean up these edges. Just gonna clean that up. Then, like I said, overnight I'm gonna let this dry. We'll heat set it in the morning, and then we'll lay down a little finish on it. But big picture, you know, I'm happy where we at with it. So after the heat set, it's time to lay down some finisher. Just protect it. I just believe in protecting your art and making things even that much better. So if you put the finish on there, you definitely don't have to worry about anything. With most of the sneakers, I do add about 2 to 3 coats of finish. On this one, I'm only gonna add 1 coat of finish because I don't want to have such thick coats in there and it ends up, you know, I don't want to do anything that's gonna make it crack. So I've never done these sneakers. I don't know how the finish works on this, so I don't want to overdo it. So we're gonna put 1 coat of finish on this and be done with it. I also recommend to people, you might see in sneaker stores like stain repellent or water repellent spray. I would say use that. You can also use, I'm not gonna use it now, the Krylon matte finish spray can. The reason why I'm not gonna do it now is because I don't have the time. And you know, that's not something you want to spray in the house. You want to spray that outdoors. So if you go that route, remember, you want to spray that outdoors. Do not spray that in the house. But like I said, I let in between all coats of everything, I let it dry naturally. Sometimes I have the fan going. I do not put the fan directly on any of this stuff. Make sure you get into all the little cracks too. Well, not, you know, little folds. If you have any little folds in there, make sure you get in there too. You want to make sure you get everything. Heading out now to deliver both these sneakers. You know, we got both the Converse in there and the Nikes in there. So it's time to go make the deliveries to people and hopefully they enjoy it. If you didn't see the Nike video, go check that out. Either way, alright? We off to deliver these. Peace. Oh, shirt right here, done by Art by Third Sider. That's who we're gonna go drop the Nikes off to. Alright, so these are custom shirts. Make sure you go check them out.